What hidden force transforms the years into an unceasing torrent of moments that merge into one? From the very first heartbeat, time unfolds before us like a stage brimming with surprises and discoveries, a succession of moments in which each experience leaves an indelible mark on the soul. Yet as the flow of existence envelopes us, the intensity of what is lived seems to dilute, and what in childhood was perceived as an eternity condenses into nearly ephemeral flashes. Henri Bergson's reflection invites us to contemplate the nature of time from an intimate and subjective perspective, where duration reveals itself as the essence of human experience. The flow of time, as a concept measurable by clocks and calendars, serves as a precise instrument to organize events. However, when we delve into the internal experience of each individual, we discover that our temporal perception adapts to the richness and variety of our experiences. In childhood, every sunrise radiates the promise of a new world, where novelty and excitement intertwine in an endless tapestry. Days pass with overwhelming intensity, and every corner of our surroundings transforms into a universe awaiting discovery. This torrent of stimuli, of relentless discoveries, makes time appear as a vast ocean, with each wave bringing a unique and unrepeatable experience. Yet, over the years, a silent transformation takes shape. Episodes begin to repeat, novelty fades, and the mind, eager for order and stability, starts grouping the familiar into predictable patterns. Moments merge into an amalgam of memories that, in their apparent uniformity, create the sensation that time has compressed, that the years have taken on the quality of passing without pause. Memory, guardian of our experiences, retains with special intensity those moments marked by originality and emotional charge, while everyday details slip away into the shadows of oblivion. Thus, each year becomes a compendium of memorable episodes interwoven with fragments of routine, and our perception of time turns into a delicate balance between the fullness of the extraordinary and the fleeting nature of the ordinary. Bergson's thought pushes us to recognize that duration, the continuous flow that escapes the rigidity of exact measures, resides in the quality of what is experienced and in our capacity to be astonished by the new. It is in direct experience, in the intensity of the present moment, that the true meaning of time is forged. When the soul plunges into the contemplation of the unknown, time expands, even comes to a standstill, allowing us to savor every emotion and detail. Yet when repetition and habit settle into our routine, our temporal perception accelerates, leaving us with the sensation that the years have become an uncontrollable torrent, difficult to catch and hold onto. This paradox is revealed in the duality of objectively measuring time while subjectively experiencing it. While the clock marks the inexorable advance of hours and minutes, the human mind reinterprets each moment according to its emotional and cognitive value. This phenomenon leads us to question the very nature of existence. For isn't the essence of life precisely the ability to transform the ephemeral into the eternal through experience? The answer, though complex, emerges in the idea that time is a construct of consciousness, a melody written with the notes of each experience and performed on the inner stage of the mind. On this journey, each memory stands as a testimony to the passage of time, and the accumulation of intense moments acts as a balm that slows the fleeting nature of existence. It is in the contrast between novelty and routine that the secret to prolonging the sensation of duration lies. A unique experience, full of emotions and surprises, acts like a spark that ignites the flame of consciousness, making the moment feel infinite and complete. In contrast, monotonous repetition dissolves into a fading whisper, leaving behind a sense of emptiness and acceleration. Thus, the flow of time becomes a mirror reflecting the depth of our being. The way each individual perceives the passing days is intimately linked to openness toward the new, the willingness to embrace uncertainty, and the courage to break free from monotony. Bergson's philosophy not only encourages us to understand the subjective character of time but also to cultivate a constant attitude of wonder and renewal. In this way, every experience becomes an opportunity to extend the duration of the present, to transform the seemingly fleeting into an emotional eternity that transcends the linearity of the calendar. Throughout life's journey, significant moments become milestones that imbue existence with meaning. The first discovery of a passion, the thrill of an unexpected encounter, or the revelation of new knowledge are instances that seem to halt the advance of time, dilating and transforming into eternal testimonies of the soul. These fragments of existence become bulwarks against the acceleration imposed by routine, offering a refuge where life feels more expansive and complete. The mind, by recording these episodes with greater intensity, builds a bridge toward an expanded temporality, in which each second gains the value of an unforgettable experience. One cannot ignore the inherent duality in the nature of time. The same capacity that allows us to lengthen the experience of the present paradoxically leads us toward the inexorable acceleration of routine. Time, measured in repetitive cycles, imposes itself forcefully, and the challenge lies in finding the balance between the stability provided by habit and the vitality that emanates from novelty. In this delicate balance, the quest for authentic and transformative experiences becomes essential, for it is precisely in them that the key lies to counteract the sensation of years evaporating without a trace. Every moment lived serves as a reminder that existence is not measured by the number of days passed, but by the intensity and diversity of the emotions these moments evoke. The essence of life is discovered in the enjoyment of details, in the ability to savor the ephemeral, and in the conviction that, despite the inevitability of time's passage, there is always the possibility of reconfiguring our perception of it. From this perspective, time ceases to be an implacable enemy and transforms into an ally that, when well used, provides us the opportunity to build a legacy of vibrant and meaningful moments. The challenge becomes an invitation to live with renewed intensity, to defy the logic of the clock, and to rediscover the power of experience. Bergson's philosophy urges us to rethink our relationship with time, to abandon the rigidity of objective measurement, and to immerse ourselves in the mystery of duration, where every emotion, encounter, and revelation becomes a key to unlocking the vastness of the present. It is at the intersection of memory and current experience where the possibility arises to make time something more than a countdown, to make each day an expanding universe unfolding with the promise of the unexpected. In this sense, the journey through existence becomes a subtle dance between the permanence of the known and the effervescence of the unknown. The transformation of time into a subjective experience, rich in nuances and contrasts, reveals the importance of treasuring each emotion, of pausing to contemplate the beauty in small details, and of recognizing that, although the clock relentlessly moves forward, true duration is measured by the quality of what is lived. The human heart, in its tireless search for meaning, finds in the diversity of experiences the key to transcending the apparent brevity of the years, turning the everyday into a symphony of unforgettable moments. Even as the passage of time drags us toward uncertain horizons, the possibility of reinventing ourselves remains latent in every new awakening. The awareness that the years are shortening should not be a cause for resignation, but rather a call to action, to constant renewal, and to the pursuit of new paths. Life, in its splendor and fragility, offers the opportunity to reconfigure our perception of time through a commitment to authenticity and continuous discovery. Every experience, no matter how singular, becomes a link in a chain that, without ever being complete, invites us to keep searching, to not give in to inertia, and to keep the flame of wonder alive. The story of our experiences is essentially composed of an endless series of episodes that, when intertwined, form a narrative in constant construction. Uncertainty, far from being an obstacle, emerges as a fundamental element in preserving the magic of the moment, since every unanswered question, every forked path, and every mystery left to unravel contributes to maintaining interest and vital energy. That inherent restlessness in the human being, the capacity to yearn for the unknown, transforms into the engine that drives the pursuit of genuine experiences, reminding us that time is not a finite resource but a canvas upon which infinite possibilities can be painted. The resonance of these ideas is evident in the way memory and consciousness interlace, in the manner each moment is etched in the mind like a note that, in turn, contributes to a greater symphony. The experience of the new, in its ability to halt the advance of time, serves as a constant reminder that the essence of existence lies in the capacity to discover, to be astonished, and to connect with life in its entirety. This phenomenon, so intimately linked to the subjectivity of being, reveals that our perception of time is a personal construct, a mirror reflecting the intensity of our emotions and the richness of our experiences. The challenge lies in the constant search for that spark that makes each day feel complete, in the determination to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary through openness to the new. The experience of daily life, when lived with mindful attention and a sense of wonder, becomes a revolutionary act that defies the logic of the clock and reconfigures the meaning of time. The essence of this transformation rests in the willingness to break free from monotony, in the courage to seek in every moment a story worth telling, and in the conviction that life, in all its complexity and beauty, always offers a range of possibilities waiting to be realized. The internal narrative woven through the passage of years invites us to ask ourselves, what legacy do we wish to leave in the endless flow of existence? Every experience, every emotion, every encounter is inscribed in memory as an indelible trace, and it is precisely this accumulation of lived moments that defines the magnitude of our existence. The duality between repetition and novelty becomes the stage where the paradox of duration plays out, where the ephemeral interlaces with the eternal in a dance that defies the laws of objective temporality. At its core, the call is to rediscover the ability to marvel at the simple, to find in small gestures and everyday surprises the seed of a lasting experience. This inner journey, which transcends the mere succession of days, is shaped as an incessant search for authenticity and fulfillment. The restlessness that arises when questioning the brevity of the years is nothing more than the reflection of a spirit eager to transcend the limits imposed by routine, longing for a time where the depth of what is experienced is mirrored in the magnitude of our memories. And although the path to a full understanding of this phenomenon may seem endless, each step hints at the possibility of building a future in which the essence of time dissolves into a vibrant amalgam of experiences. The feeling that the years slip away without being caught is met with the determination to live intensely, to defy the inertia of repetition, and to open oneself to constant renewal. In that challenge lies the secret to transforming our perception of time into a rewarding experience and, at the same time, an invitation to forge a destiny filled with priceless moments. The narrative of existence is written on the canvas of memory, and every brushstroke of emotion, every touch of novelty, contributes to the creation of an unfinished masterpiece that remains suspended in time. The sensation that time speeds by, far from being a curse, becomes a call to embrace uncertainty, to let the mystery of the unresolved fuel creativity, and to cherish each moment as an irreplaceable gift. Life then reveals itself as a continuous becoming in which the power of what is lived is measured not by the number of days that pass, but by the intensity with which each second is experienced. In this context, the importance of daring to break free from the inertia of the everyday becomes evident, of seeking in novelty the key to opening new doors, and of allowing uncertainty to become the engine that drives the desire to overcome the unknown. Bergson's philosophy stands as a beacon illuminating the path, reminding us that the true essence of time lies in the quality of our experiences and in our capacity to transform each day into a universe brimming with meaning. This perspective invites us to rethink the way we live, to question the apparent inevitability of the accelerated passage of years, and to discover that, deep down, every moment is an opportunity to rewrite the personal story of our existence. By evoking these ideas, the mind is driven to pose new questions without offering definitive answers, and in that uncertainty resides a striking beauty. What new horizons will open when we decide to free ourselves from the tyranny of routine? How can we transform the experience of time into an endless journey of discovery and growth? The answers hide at the intersection of emotion and reflection, in that space where the known blends with the unknown, leaving behind a trail of questions that invite response with every heartbeat. In the cadence of existence, the invitation is to live with full awareness, to transform every experience into a link that connects to the vast fabric of memory, and to recognize that the true treasure lies in our ability to remain perpetually astonished. The flow of time, which at first glance seems relentless, becomes a symphony of possibilities, in which the intensity of every emotion serves as a bridge to a deeper understanding of what it truly means to exist. The underlying restlessness in the feeling that the years vanish transforms into a stimulus to search, with an open mind and heart, for that spark that ignites our passion for life. Every experience, whether grand or subtle, becomes a note that composes the score of existence, and in that melody, time expands into a unique and unrepeatable vibration. The incessant quest for the new becomes an act of faith, a bet on personal transformation, and a challenge to the confines of a measured and restricted temporality. The spirit rises with every moment of authenticity, and memory, by treasuring these moments with singular intensity, stands as the living testimony of an existence that refuses to be confined to monotony. The call to embrace the unfinished beauty of becoming transforms, ultimately, into an invitation to action, a challenge to defy the relentless march of time through a life lived fully and consciously. As words move from mind to voice, they become a bridge between theory and experience, an audible manifestation of the passion for what is lived and the conviction that each day is a work in progress, a story written with the indelible ink of emotion and authenticity. And indeed, on this ceaseless journey, the key does not lie in stopping the clock but in reconfiguring the way we relate to the flow of existence. Within this tapestry of memories and experiences, every unanswered question becomes a whisper urging us to continue seeking, to keep uncovering the hidden meaning behind the apparent brevity of time. Faced with the vastness of the unknown, the mind opens itself to the possibility of reinvention, of transforming every challenge into an opportunity to grow, and of turning everyday life into an inexhaustible source of inspiration. Thus, the passage of the years, rather than representing a countdown toward a predetermined fate, becomes a perpetual invitation to uncover the greatness hidden in every experience, every encounter, every emotion. The narrative unfolds in a constant interplay of light and shadow, where the intensity of the present blends with the nostalgia of the past and the promise of a future yet to be written. The sensation that the years are shortening becomes a stimulus to challenge the predictable, to embrace uncertainty, and to celebrate the innate ability of the mind to expand time through conscious living. In that process, every question left hanging acts as a spark that ignites the fire of curiosity, urging us not to settle for immediate answers but to delve into the depths of what it truly means to live. Thus, the flow of time becomes a passionate journey leading us to discover that the essence of existence is not measured by the number of days that pass but by the quality with which each moment is experienced. The invitation is to pause, take a deep breath, and open our eyes to the wonder hidden in everyday life, to transform our perception of the ephemeral into a celebration of the immeasurable. And although the mystery of time may remain partly unresolved, within that uncertainty lies the promise of a horizon where every experience, no matter how fleeting it may seem, becomes a priceless treasure, an echo that resonates in the soul long after the moment has passed. The story of each individual is composed of fragments of eternity which, when interwoven, shape a narrative in constant becoming. Every emotion, every moment laden with meaning, is etched in memory as a testimony to the human capacity to transcend linearity and to discover in the flow of time the possibility of achieving a full and authentic existence. It is in this continuous construction of what is lived that the true mystery is hidden, the possibility that, despite the relentless march of the clock, each day can transform into a unique masterpiece, a symphony of sensations that, while ever moving forward, preserves the very essence of the eternal. Thus, the invitation extends to those who dare to challenge conventional perceptions of time, to those who decide to transform routine into a canvas of possibilities, and to those who find in the constant quest for the new the strength to reinvent their destiny. The flow of time, in its complex duality, reminds us that the greatness of existence is not found in the quantitative duration of years but in the qualitative richness of every lived experience. And it is within that unfinished tapestry of memories and emotions that the key lies to making time an ally in building a life full of meaning, rather than an implacable reminder of transience. Every question that arises when we face the fleeting nature of time, every thread that unravels in the narrative of our existence, invites reflection that never truly concludes but extends like an echo in the vast universe of our experiences. Thus, the enigma of time remains ever present, urging us to seek answers in the mystery of the unresolved, in the uncertainty that, rather than unsettling us, propels us to move forward, to keep discovering the hidden magic in the flow of life. In the constant murmur of life, each heartbeat transforms into an opportunity to rewrite our personal story, to transform the apparent acceleration of the years into a rich and meaningful experience. The essence of existence is revealed in the act of daring to live intensely, of refusing to yield to the comfort of the known, and of boldly embracing the promise of each new day. Time then dissolves into a series of unrepeatable moments, a succession of emotions that, even as they slip through our fingers, leave an indelible imprint on memory. The final invitation extends toward that horizon of infinite possibilities, where the answer to the fleeting nature of time does not lie in halting its course, but in learning to savor every moment as if it were an invaluable treasure. Every unanswered question, every sigh laden with wonder, acts as a beacon illuminating the path toward a life where experience becomes eternal. And in that unending quest, in that journey without end, lies the promise of a transformed time. A life in which duration is not measured by numbers, but by the intensity and authenticity of every experience. Thus, in this narrative unfolding between light and shadow, every word becomes an invitation to live with passion, to defy the inertia of the ordinary, and to discover in the unfinished beauty of becoming the force that drives the greatness of the soul. The initial question, which arises with the force of the unexplored, continues to resonate in the silence of every moment. What mysteries will be revealed when we decide to transform the passage of time into an infinite canvas of possibilities? The answer, wrapped in the magic of the unresolved, remains latent, urging us to seek, to dream, and to live with the conviction that in every second lies the seed of eternity. Every heartbeat, every sigh, and every emotion come together in a compendium of memories that defy the logic of time, reminding us that true duration is not an external measure but an internal experience enriched by the intensity of what is lived. In this journey, the ability to be astonished, to reinvent oneself, and to find in every experience an opportunity to grow becomes the key to confronting the relentless advance of time, transforming its apparent brevity into a symphony of moments that endure in memory. And indeed, what defines the quality of our existence is not the number of days that pass, but the depth with which each experience becomes integrated into the soul, in the way memories interweave and form an indelible legacy. Every moment, though fleeting, transforms into a testament to life's power to reinvent itself, to find in monotony the spark that ignites passion, and to discover that in the mystery of the unresolved lies the key that opens the door to a future full of infinite possibilities. Isn't it fascinating to think that, amid the relentless march of time, every experience stands as an unfinished masterpiece? A question left open that invites us to keep uncovering the mysteries of existence? The answer to this enigma is not found in certainty but in the ability to live each day with the conviction that, although the clock continues its course, we are the architects of a time that expands, that enriches, and that, with every heartbeat, reminds us of the immensity of what is possible. As this narrative draws to a close, the lingering restlessness remains in the air, a feeling that the mystery of time remains open, inviting us with every breath to discover the promise of an eternal moment. The story goes on, without a definitive conclusion, and in that openness lies the true art of living, the ability to leave questions unanswered, to embrace the unfinished, and to transform each day into a unique adventure that transcends the mere measure of time.